Hello people, welcome to another collection video on my channel. Today I am going to be sharing with you my entire pin collection. As some of you may know, I have a massive framed pin board, which is what I use to display all of my pins on. I have been working on building this collection, so it's not just like Geek Gear pins, which I'm going to admit is what most of them are, but not all of them, which is good. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna get on with it. But just before I do, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to join my little magical corner, and if you enjoyed this video, then why not leave a like? Okay, so I'm just going to give you a quick view of all the pins I have on here. This pin board is now quite fragile because, as I said in one of my earlier videos, one of my cats had jumped up the top of my bookshelf, which is where I was keeping this, and knocked it over. My partner had glued it back together or whatever, but it's still quite fragile. So yeah, let's get on with the video. I'm going to start with all the ones I have received from Geek Gear over the last year and a bit of being subscribed to them. First one I think I remember getting from a Geek Gear box was this one. This is a flying key pin, and the wings on the key actually move. Everything moves, and you know, that just makes it that much cooler. I really do like this pin. It's not one that I would wear, it's definitely one I would keep on display. But yeah, it's a flying key which is connected to the Philosopher's Stone. Maybe one of the first pins I have got, but it's one of my favourites probably. The next three I have here were all in separate Geek Gear boxes. I really thought they were going to do more of a series of these. You know, I thought they were going to bring out more characters, but these were the only three characters I got anyway. So we have Hagrid, Harry Potter and Professor McGonagall here. Really cute character pins, you know, they're not, as you can see down here, these are other character pins that Geek Gear have done. More on them a bit later on, but I prefer these because they look like they're better quality, and I know the design of them is just a lot better. So yeah, I really like these pins, and again, I kind of wish they did more, but I don't know, maybe they'll bring them back, maybe they won't. But you know, I just thought it was a really random set of characters to have, as if it was just like the three they were releasing. So yeah, that's those three pins. Next to Professor McGonagall, we have one of my all-time favourite pins from Geek Gear, and overall it's definitely one of the most beautiful pins I own, and as you can see, it's obviously a very beautiful pin of the lost Ravenclaw diadem. As soon as I saw this, I fell in love instantly. It's just so beautiful, and it's huge as well. Again, it's not one that's easily wearable, but yeah, it's really good quality. It even says wit beyond measure is a man's greatest treasure. But yeah, what more can I say apart from that? I love it, and it's one of my favourites, if not my actual favourite. Moving back down to these four that I mentioned earlier, I went for a one-off pins box from Geek Gear one day. They were doing a deal and I was just like, yeah, whatever. I didn't know what kind of pins we would get, you know, I thought it'd be more of a variety. I didn't know it was actually going to be these ones. I'm not a fan of these pins. I just think they're really big and they're too cartoony, you know, especially the Voldemort one. It just looks cute, but in a tacky way. And Voldemort's not supposed to look cute. The only ones I don't mind are Hermione and the Niffler. In fact, I quite like the Niffler one. Definitely my favourite out of the four I got. So yeah, that's Dumbledore, Hermione, Voldemort and a Niffler I got in a pins box from Geek Gear. The next one here is another one of my favourites. Again, I fell in love with this one as soon as I opened it, and I have actually worn it. I wore it when I went to the Harry Potter studio tour last time because, you know, I wanted to show off a bit of Hufflepuff pride. But yeah, I absolutely love it. It has a gold outline, which I think is one of the rarer ones that they gave out. It's just a badger wearing a Hufflepuff scarf. Nothing can say more Hufflepuff pride than that. Back down here we have a set of three pins that came in Geek Gear a couple of months ago. They are of the Hufflepuff tie, jumper and scarf, and they're just such a wonderful little collection, and really cute, and yeah, I love them. Next up here we have a set of head girl and head boy badges from Geek Gear. These are probably one of the most beautiful pins that Geek Gear have done. You know, even though I said about the Ravenclaw diadem being beautiful, these pins, you could get away with saying that they looked like the actual head girl, head boy pins that the studio tour or the Wizarding World in Florida sell. That's why I absolutely love them so much. Moving down here to the next layer, we have a SPEW badge, which stands for the Society of the Promotion of Elfish Welfare. But yeah, it's a really beautiful dark blue colour with a gold outline. The whole gold badge is in the shape of an elf's head. It's just perfect. It's definitely something I could see Hermione wearing and giving out to other people who were to join Spew. But yeah, that's really nice. Next one here is definitely the largest pin I own. I got this very recently from a special edition Geek Gear Wizardry box. It is of a howler, Ron Weasley's howler. Yeah, like I said, it's huge. It was definitely unexpected, but I love it all the same. And yeah, can't really complain about it. It's not one I would wear, but it's definitely one I'm more than happy to display. That is all of the pins I have received from a World of Wizardry Geek Gear or Geek Gear Wizardry box. They recently changed their name. But yeah, that's all the ones from Geek Gear. The next pin I have here, which doesn't actually look very Harry Pottery when you first look at it, but it's actually meant to be a doe Patronus. I got this from a Loot Crate box. My only complaint about it is the fact that I kind of wish it was silver instead of gold, but nevertheless, we shan't complain because it's still a really, really cute doe Patronus pin. And the next pin here is the only other pin I've got from a Loot Crate box. It is in the shape of Harry Potter's lightning bolt scar, and in the inside it just says neither can live while the other survives. This is part of a Horcrux series that Loot Crate did, and I just wish beyond anything else ever in the world that they would actually sell them as a package. And Noble Collection don't do a Horcrux pin collection. Maybe instead they can, you know, bring out one of them. But yeah, the Loot Crate ones, I've seen all of them being unboxed. I would really love them. It's definitely something I think either Loot Crate or Noble Collection should do. They should just bring out a Horcrux pin collection. They would be so popular and so well loved. But yeah, I just have to settle for the one Horcrux pin that I have. This is starting to get a bit more difficult to hold as we go further down. Down here we have a collection of pins from Primark. They are all Quidditch themed. So we have a Hufflepuff crest Quidditch pin, one that says Chaser, a quaffle, a golden snitch, a broomstick, and one that says Quidditch Hogwarts, and in the shape of the 3 hoops where you shoot quaffles through. Yeah, I just thought these were really, really nice, you know, really cute. And Primark are owning the pin game at the moment. They have got so many pin sets that they're just so cool, and they're so cheap as well. Like if you want loads of really nice little pins like this, go to Primark. I could very easily end up getting more. Over here is a very recent purchase and a very recent release, I think, from Primark. Another Primark set. This time they are all to do with Honeydukes. So we have this triangle shaped one with a fire coming up. I'm really bad that I can't remember what this logo is for. Next up here is a Fizzing Whizbees pin, a chocolate frog, but it's a golden chocolate frog. Underneath here we have a chocolate frog packaging pin. We have some Bertie Bott's Every Flavour beans outside of the packaging and another Bertie Bott's beans packaging pin. Again, really pretty, really colourful. They're much more colourful than the other ones I have from Primark. Among my favourites, you know, they're bringing out so many Honeydukes themed things right now, and I'm just in awe of it all, and I want it all. We are now nearing the bottom of my corkboard now. Down here we have a prefect badge, which I got from the studio tour. Yeah, I had to get a prefect badge. I was a prefect in my secondary school, and I wouldn't be surprised if I was a prefect at Hogwarts as well. So yeah, definitely had to get a prefect badge, of course. Next on here we have a Fantastic Beasts themed pin, and it is the Newt Scamander logo, and it says Newt Scamander around the outside. I just got that offline. I just felt like my pin board is lacking in a lot of Fantastic Beasts themed pins, so I fancied getting that one. Next along here we have a very tiny Harry and a very tiny Ron. I bought these online. Basically, I was very stupid and I didn't look up sizes of things. We go all the way back up here to these pins. When I saw these online, I thought they were the same as these ones up here. I didn't know if they were like a Geek Gear exclusive or anything, so I saw them online. I was just like, well, yeah, then I can get a Harry, Ron and Hermione set, and I can lessen just how many random characters I have. And I got them and I was just like, oh my gosh, these are so tiny, but they're so cute as well, and I don't mind them. Actually, I suppose because they're so small, they're not as off-putting, and yeah, I'm still very happy with them. But I won't be getting a Hermione one. I'll just leave it as the 2 boys, I think. Just above them we have another recent purchase of mine. It's just a simple generic Hufflepuff crest pin, but it's something I definitely felt like I needed in my life since I didn't have one already. Definitely one I would wear if I was ever going out and about and I wanted to show some Hufflepuff pride off. So yeah, that's really cool. I really like that. Next along here we have a very very cute golden snitch pin. Again, another recent find of mine, and again I got it offline. Admittedly, I did think it was going to be slightly bigger when I saw it online, but I'm absolutely fine with the sizing of it. I mean, it doesn't move or anything, the rings don't move, there's no sand or anything because it's just too small to do that, and you know, it was quite cheap as well. But yeah, I've got a little time turner pin which I think is really cute and I like it a lot. Next up here we have another golden snitch pin. Again, I got it offline. This time, unlike the one from Primark, the wings are outstretched and it just looks slightly better quality, slightly better designed than the one from Primark. But yeah, it's really cute and really tiny and I really like it. And last but not least, right down in the corner here, we have another Hufflepuff scarf. Again, this one's from online and it was before the Geek Gear ones came out. Really cute, and you know, I'm all for tiny pins as well as big pins as well. At least these ones are easier to wear out and about. But yeah, it's just a Hufflepuff scarf and it shows off my Hufflepuff pride. Yeah, why not? So there you go. That is my entire pin collection so far. I cannot stress that enough. This is not going to be the end. I'm going to be getting more. It's become a little bit of an obsession to collect pins. Anywhere I go, if I find a Harry Potter pin and I like the look of it, I'm going to buy it. But at least it's not the most expensive thing to collect. So yeah, there you go. Why not let me know down in the comments which of these pins you already have, which ones are your favourite, which pins you would love to get. I have said earlier on in this video, I would love to collect an entire Horcrux pin collection. So either Loot Crate needs to release all the ones they've done so far, or Noble Collection need to do that. If you enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up because that would be awesome. If you're new to my channel and you haven't already, then why not subscribe to join my little magical corner. I make videos every single week, so come and subscribe to join the fun. Thank you all very much for watching and I will see you next time.